is a set of expectations, memories, stories, and relationships that, taken together, account for a customer's decision to choose one product or service over another. Branding is a critical survival tool in this dispensation, but sadly, all your hustle to boost your brand and make more sales can become futile if you do not get the right source. So on this session of the show, I present to you Mr. Nicholas Ofori-Yeboah, founder of Kinzera. So if you're eagerly looking for a platform to get digital visibility for your Made in Ghana products and also buy authentic Made in Ghana products, then stay tuned and learn from this interview.
Hello, I am Charity Kesewa-Frimpong, host of the Gist with Chacha TV show. Today we are going to talk about unveiling the potency of Kinzera app right here on the show with the founder of Kinzera app. He is Nicholas Ofori-Yeboah. Before you get to hear from him, let us just go for this quick turn and we will be right back.
Drop it.
Welcome back from that quick breather. I am here with Nicholas Ofori-Yeboah, founder of Kinzera app. Sir, it's really good to have you here on the show.
It's nice to be here.
I know you've been so busy working on the app and a whole lot of things, but it's really good that you had time to come for this interview. Hope you're doing well.
Well, I'm fine, and the pleasure is mine to be here talking to you. I love your work. I like what you do, and people like you are very important
thank
for
you.
us. Yeah, so
thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
So Nick, kindly introduce yourself. I know you to be someone who is very passionate about diaspora connections and all that, but I would like you to introduce yourself to the person watching you out there.
So once again, thanks for having me. I'm Nick, like you already said, CEO of Datasphere. Datasphere is a tech company. I like to, see myself as a tech entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't really like talking about myself that much. There's really nothing.
You're covert about that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think the focus will be on Kinzera and what we have to offer. Yeah.
A study shows that it's rare for Africans to delve into innovation and technology. But I am very glad about the fact that you've been able to defy all odds and launch your own app, doing so well with it. But I want to find out, what is the inspiration behind that ambition?
Well, I would say it's rare for Africans to delve into tech. That was first, but now things have changed. A lot of people are now going into tech. We are now adopting technology. It's not something that we are used to. Even back then, I remembered when I started showing interest in tech, my family, they were not really interested. I remember my aunt used to tell me, well, are you going to work in an internet cafe or something? Because it wasn't an attractive venture. So that's why you don't see a lot of people going towards that field. When you go to the US, you have people like Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg. These are people you look up to. Yeah. When you come here, we look up to the financial institutions like bank. Everybody wants to work in a bank. You want to work as maybe a doctor. You want to go into construction. These are fields that are moving. So people move towards there. But now it has changed. Tech is the future. Yeah. My inspiration, I know tech is the future of Africa. I know this for a fact because just the little exposure that we have. I'm talking about apps like WhatsApp, Uber, what have you. You could see how people are jumping towards technology. Now you see people wanting to take Uber instead of taxis.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I have been a tech entrepreneur, or will I say an advocate, for a very long time. So this is my field. This is what I've been doing for a long time now. So yeah, I think That's the inspiration. Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. But at what point in your life did you begin to have that ambition?
My first encounter with technology, I think I was very young. I was in primary school. Where I used to stay, we have these missionaries. You know, they go to the States or Europe. They come back with items. Normally, they come and give us video games. And then one of the fathers at that time, the Catholic priest, asked me, "Okay, what should I get you?" I was like, I want a computer. I mean, at that time, I didn't know what really a computer was. I used to see it on TV, but I was curious. So when he got back, he bought me a computer. It was a Windows, very big, you know, not the ones we have now, like the big one.
The desktop.
The desktop, exactly. So when he bought it, I started playing with it. There was nobody to teach me, actually. So I had to start playing with it. I mean, I remembered when I was using the keyboard, you know, it was just weird. The first thing I started doing was playing games. I fell in love with playing video games a lot, you know. So I started playing video games. At a point of time, I wanted to know how these things work.
Okay.
Then I started playing with softwares.
Okay.
And then from softwares, I'm curious. I'm the guy that when you buy me a toy, I want to spoil it and see how like things work. So there was this day I just stood up. I said, you know what, I want to see what's inside this thing, and then I end up spoiling the computer. Yeah, my mom was really furious. And then I wasn't having any computer anymore. So the next thing was I started going to internet cafes. If you Ghana back then, not now that you can have internet access on your phone, like yeah. So started going to internet cafe, and the good thing was that I discovered the internet. You know when you go on the internet, you see websites. Yeah. So then I started getting more information. So I want to know how this website thing is all about. So when I got to senior high school, I met this guy Malto. He's a friend of mine. Okay. He is also coming from a tech background, but he was from the States. So he knew more than I did. So we became friends, and then he started teaching me about coding. First year, I learned how to use HTML and CSS. And then from there, we decided to build an app for the school. So at that time, there was Facebook. But then we wanted to build something for Ghanaian high schools. Something that the students could use to communicate with each other. For instance, if you're in Presec, you could talk to someone who is in Ebri Girls. Okay. So because people were using Facebook at that time, but we wanted something that even local, exactly. When you want, like maybe someone who wants to study, like I'm doing math, I don't understand. I'll talk to my friend in Presec. Then he will share his notes with me, like a social media platform for students. It was a big vision. So we even started a company in the school called Mousesoft. Yeah, we started our little tech company. We went to meet the headmistress. I mean, we're ambitious. From then, I just knew it. I remembered one night I was telling my friend that, dude, you see, I think this is what we need to do. This is it for us. So I told him that after high school, I'm going to pursue this. From there, I just knew that I wanted to build things that people use. I just felt like we also have potentials over here to also compete on the global scale. Yes. So at that point, I knew that this is my field, and from then there was no looking back. Yes.
Whoa! I think you were very, very daring at a young age.
Yeah.
Now the years went back, and here you are living your dream as Datasphere, Kinzera. Before we go to Kinzera, I want you to talk to us about the Datasphere brand.
Okay. So Datasphere is the company actually. Datasphere is the company that owns Kinzera. Datasphere is the software company. So what Datasphere does is we build things. We build softwares for businesses. The vision for Datasphere is to empower African businesses digitally, more part of the digital transformation trend that is going on. Most businesses, I mean, I've dealt with a lot of businesses. I worked as a freelance software engineer before starting Datasphere. So I've met a lot of businesses who need software solutions. One thing I noticed was that there's not much to offer businesses. One person can't offer much. I mean, if you take companies like Microsoft, I mean, these guys, they have fleets of programmers, engineers that could actually build anything. And then I was alone building softwares for companies. It was okay. I mean, but I wanted to do more. I wanted to do more. So that was why Datasphere came into the picture. So at Datasphere, we have the best engineers that could actually build anything. And when I say build anything, I mean softwares.
Okay.
Yeah. So we go into your business. We look at what you do, and then we digitize it. And it should be up to standard, just like what you get when you purchase something from Europe.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's where Datasphere come in.
So it's quality and state of the art.
Exactly.
I see.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now let's move to Kinzera.
Yeah.
Okay, take us through a glimpse of Kinzera. What does Kinzera do?
Okay. So Kinzera, I always call it my baby. Yeah. Yeah, because Kinzera is a platform, and you know what platforms do.
Yeah.
I mean, platforms have huge potential. When we started Datasphere, we were doing softwares for businesses, but I felt like it wasn't enough. I felt like there was something that we were not doing. I don't know if you noticed, but there is this thing going about, this trend: support your own, fix the country, buy made in Ghana.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
like I think the government wants to push more awareness for Ghanaian brands, but it's like it's not going on well. So one day I remember that I was just listening to the radio, and there was this session about made in Ghana brands, where they said, oh, if you own a made in Ghana brand, or if you are selling something made in Ghana, you should call the FM and then tell them what you do, and you'll be surprised. A lot of people start calling in. I mean, people even do toothpicks in Ghana. I was surprised.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
toothpick. I was surprised. Yeah, I never knew. I mean, people do a lot of amazing stuff. So I was like, why? So I went online. I was looking for these brands. I just wanted to see, but there was nowhere to actually find them. And I was like, why don't we have something that when I'm looking for a made in Ghana brand, like when I want to buy a made in Ghana product, I could just go there and then find it.
Okay.
That was where the idea of Kinzera came in.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So,
Alright, so we will delve deeper into Kinzera, but I want to find out, I mean, the potency of Kinzera, but I want to find out what inspired the name. I mean, it doesn't sound Ghanaian, so I mean, tell us the gist.
That's true. Yeah, you are not the first person asking this question. You know, Kinzera is not just about Ghana.
Okay.
We wanted something that could be appealing to other African countries. It's not supposed to be limited to just Ghana, but we are starting from Ghana. So it's supposed to promote African brands. The first version of Kinzera is being deployed in Ghana, but we are looking into venturing into other African countries too as well.
I see. So
Hence
mostly Afrocentric and all that.
Exactly.
But how does the app symbolize Afrocentrism?
Well, I mean, one thing about Kinzera is, you know, when we started Kinzera, a lot of people called in to list their product.
Okay.
But there is just one rule. It has to be made here.
Oh, I see.
If it's not made here, you can't be on Kinzera. It's exclusively made in Ghana product.
Strictly making sure that we promote.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's supposed to give this brand some awareness. You understand? So we don't sell any other thing apart from made in Ghana brands, and in the future African products. That's basically what. Yes.
So we don't sell anything outside made in Ghana, but Africa, and that's what we are trying to delve into. I'm really learning so much, but we have to go for a quick breather, and we will be right back.
When you rent a car on Webeka, you are renting from a real person. No waiting in line, no hidden costs, no wandering in car lots. This is your rental car, and this is you already on the road. Go anywhere with any car at your fingertips. This isn't your typical car rental. This is Webeka. Book your next ride today at www.webeka.com. Webeka, the journey starts with you.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. Here is the gist with Chacha, and we are still talking about unveiling the potency of Kinzera app. So now I want us to find out what is so exceptional about Kinzera.
Well, like I said earlier, it's exclusive. You know, when before we started Kinzera, we did some few research. Okay, and one thing I don't know, but there is this like the movement of made in Ghana brands. Going back to that, the government took initiative. Actually, what they wanted to do was to put made in Ghana made in Ghana products in our malls, supermarkets and all that through the FDA. So if you go to maybe something like Palace, you get to see the products. There will be a shelf dedicated to just made in Ghana, because people just go in and buy foreign goods. Like no one buys the local brand. But then it hits me. The problem is not about the product, it's about the brand. You know, if you are buying something, let's say you are buying a phone, the first thing you think about is the type of phone you are buying. If you want to buy Samsung, if you want to buy Apple, if you see Apple, Samsung, Tecno, Infinix, definitely you will go in for a brand.
Exactly.
The next thing that will come will be the price. And then the quality. These three things matter. Now, most people don't know that Ghanaian brands also have quality stuff, just like what they are used to. So Kinzera is brand focused. That's what's different. If you go to Jumia, you go to buy product, you don't know who is selling the product. But when you go to Kinzera and I'm buying from vendor A, we are giving, you go to that vendor's brand. It's like you've entered the person's shop. And then you get to see all the items that exactly. So it's more brand focused. It's supposed to give these brands awareness and also exposure. Yes.
So putting all the brands under one umbrella.
Exactly. So for instance, when you go to groceries on Kinzera, you see a lot of brands that offer grocery items. So when you click on a brand, you get to see the products. Unlike the normal shopping platform that you go and then you see a list of products and you don't know where they are coming from. Because people don't know the brands, we want to make sure that they know the brands and they become affiliated to the brands. Then they can make these decisions to purchase from these brands. And at the end of the day, we are also giving these brands exposure.
So how feasible is it to vendors? Yes, how do they, sign up to become
Well, it's very simple. We have the merchant portal or the vendor portal for Kinzera. So when you go on kinzera.com, you see sell on Kinzera. Once you click sell on Kinzera, you get to read what the platform has to offer you as a vendor. You sign up and then you start uploading your products and creating your brand for free.
For free?
Yes, for free.
Whoa, I see.
It's actually for free, yes. We don't charge you for signing up on Kinzera and uploading your products.
I think that's one of the good deals that ever happened to Ghana.
Yes, we are really in the business of helping Ghanaian brands. Yes, so why charge them?
Kudos to you, kudos to you. How about customers? How do they get to purchase?
Oh, well, for customers, it's very straightforward. You go to kinzera.com. We have varieties of categories: groceries, fashion, anything you want, whatever it is you are interested in. You click on it, you go there, you see the brands. Now for customers, it's two things: you get to discover brands and then products. That's how it's built. So if you go, you see all the Ghanaian brands that are into fashion. You understand, like real fashion, like people who actually like have clothing lines that you could buy from. So once you go there, you visit their shop, you add to cart whatever it is you want to buy, you supply, and then you get to buy directly from the brand.
So in terms of quality products, what are some of the measures that you put in place to make sure that the customers are buying quality?
Good, that's good. So if you're a vendor and you sign up on Kinzera, you go through an approval and verification process. So it's not like you just go there and you sign up and you start selling. We have dedicated account managers. We talk to the brands, we do our due diligence. We make sure that what they are offering is quality and they are authentic. So every vendor you see on Kinzera is verified by Kinzera. Yes.
I see. So in terms of contributing to the Ghanaian society, I know you've said so much, but is there anything that you can say as far as Kinzera contributes to the society?
Well, I mean, one thing I can say is this: the mission is to make local brands dominant in the market. The economy, for instance, is suffering because there's a lot of importations. You know, even rice, everything we import.
It's really sad.
One of the ways to solve this thing is through technology, because technology is easily accessible. You could actually buy these products from home instead of going to shops. You understand? So this is one way of helping the economy, and so that we have our people buying from their people too as well. You know, when you go on Kinzera, you know very well that you are buying a local product. There is no two ways about that. Exactly. So the more people we get on Kinzera to buy, the better for the economy.
I see.
Yes.
I see. All right. So while speaking, you spoke of website.
Yeah.
Is there an app as well?
Well, for now, it's operating as a web app.
Okay.
We plan on launching the mobile app next year.
Sure.
Early next year, yes. So once the mobile app is there, people can also go to Play Store, App Store, and then get the mobile. But for now, you go to the website. That's kinzera.com.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. You know, not everyone would like to go to the website and all that. Sometimes they want to really speak to you via phone or something. So is there any contact that you have for people to, you know, get to talk to you or speak to any, you know, sales and marketing manager or any person? Okay,
so right now, if you go to kinzera.com, you go to the Kinzera is spelled Kinzera.
All right.
And then R is double R. Exactly. So when you go to kinzera.com, you go to contact us. Our contact information is out there. You can send us an email. You can call. Our account managers are always standby to help you.
Okay. So you can actually see the identity of Kinzera right there on the screens, as well as the right spelling of it. All right. So before we go, is there any additional information that you would like to say? I would like you to look into the camera and say that.
Well, not much to say, but just some word of inspiration to your listeners. You know, as a tech entrepreneur and then a tech ambassador, I always tell people, you know, we have this thing whereby people say there's not much to do. You know, I urge Ghanaians to get out of their comfort zones. There is a lot of space in the tech industry. We need more apps like Kinzera. We need more people in the tech field. We need more programmers. We need more human resource in the tech industry. That's just one thing that I'll leave with your listeners.
All right.
One of the remarkable statements by Nick is tech is the future. So if you want to be a part of the future, why don't you delve into tech? And if you're not passionate about tech, there are a lot of things that you can do. Just try not to be in your comfort zone, just as Nick said. Nick, it was really great having you on the show. I've learned so much, and I'm going to actually register my business on LinkedIn.
That's nice.
And I urge you all to do same. So this is how we draw down the curtains for this session of the Gist with Chacha. Until I come your way next week, it's a bye now.